Hey, what's up guys? Rev here. Today I have another special video for you. It's yet another VTuber joining the hate parade on lollies for clout. And as you can see, they're saying things like if they find out you're cool with lollies, they're gonna block you. And that if you're cool with lollies, you're cool with the sexualization of children. Nothing surprising there. However, normally I would go through the route of exposing them as a hypocrite by going through their public Twitter likes. But this time, we have something unique. A unique opportunity that's only happened once before. So in their Twitter account, they have a link to their link tree, which is basically a list of all of their relevant accounts. Now, included in this list is a link to their anime list. And spoiler alert, there's a lot of bangers in there. But I thought this would be a unique opportunity to scroll through this list to not only prove that they're a hypocrite and have a laugh at that, but also give you guys a few anime recommendations in the process. So if we click on here, I censored their name, but as you can tell, they have a lot of experience with anime. 151 series watched, almost 37 days of watch time, and over 2,000 episodes watched. Clearly, this is a pretty educated anime fan. That's kind of why this whole thing is very surprising, and it makes the hypocrisy even worse. So if we click on their list, it starts off with what they're currently watching, which is probably not as important, but they're watching Spy Family, solid anime. I haven't gotten to season 2, but I will soon. First season, everyone should give it a watch. It has a lolly in it, of course, but Anya's wholesome and pure, so I'll give a pass, I guess. But Chainsaw Man as well, I've enjoyed it. I've never been a huge fan of the manga series. Not saying it's bad. It is very good, but the anime's really surprised me. And of course, you have Call of the Night. They haven't started it yet, but Call of the Night features a romance between Nazuna, who's like in her 30s, I believe, and this guy who's like 14. But nobody cares about that for obvious reasons. So down here we have the completed list, which is much more relevant to this video, and right off of the bat, we have Aharen-san. Okay, so, and pardon my pronunciation, my Japanese is a bit flawed. Shocking, I know. But, I know that this series is very popular among lolicons, is a slice of life romance featuring this character. I think it's Reina. She is about as lolly as it gets, okay? And there's a romance arc between these two characters. So, not the best start here. I mean, and they watched all 12 episodes, so there's no mistake there, but we'll scroll down more. Okay. I didn't notice this one earlier. I'm gonna, Rev in the editing process is putting a big black bar over this. So they have not one, but 2 completed sets of OVAs from Akisora. I'm gonna have to look it up in another browser. Like, give me 1 second. I swear. Research is important. Accuracy is important. Okay, yep. It is an ecchi series featuring a romance arc between blood-related twins. I'm looking through the images right now. Dude, there's lolicon in this. Like actual nudity of lolly characters. Bro, come on. Seriously? Yeah, lolly bad. I'm going to block you on Twitter because lolly bad. Meanwhile, you watch 3 episodes of a series featuring incest in lolicon. Okay, let me scroll down to a safe spot, and then I can put my beautiful face back on the screen. Okay, I went down a little bit. Here we are. We have Nagatoro, okay? And the thing is, Nagataro's not a lolly, okay? Let me just make that clear. But the thing is, she is a teenager. And it's the weirdest thing with antis. They have this big problem with lollies. And lolly doesn't even mean age. So you can have adult characters that are lollies. So inherently, it doesn't have an underage character in any sort of a scenario. But when you're dealing with someone like Nagatoro, she is a teenager. And for some reason, antis have no problem with the sexualization and romance arcs between teenagers. They just find that completely fine. It's like they draw the line in the sand with the body type, but then teenagers are fair game. I mean, just ask, remember that arc with Kimrai? Only some OGs will remember that. I mean, someone went down to their graduation. They died on the hill of saying that sort of a statement. But yeah, that's hardly surprising. Shota, what is there to say? Let's keep scrolling. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Lucky Star. That was loud, sorry. I have a ring on. Lucky Star. Let me slap the table properly. This is like one of the hallmark staples of a lolicon. The father of the series, the father of the main protagonist, is a lolicon. Her own father, Konata's own father, is a lolicon. There's an extended scene of him talking with his daughter about how he's a lolicon. Like, God, Jesus, man. How? Great series, though. I feel like it's like a rite of initiation for people to watch Lucky Star if you're a real anime fan, but No Game, No Life, dude. You watched 12 episodes of No Game, No Life and you're judging people about liking lollies or just being okay with them. There is a panty shot of Shiro in the first, I think, 36 seconds or something like that. If you were true to your word, you would have dropped it about 30 seconds in to the first episode. But no, you watched the whole, one of the favorite lolicon series of all time. And incest. You know, they clearly like that because ding, 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 a whole lot of Orimo. Now, I speak very fondly of Orimo. The first season, for me, is like one of my top 25 favorite seasons of anime of all time. I love the first season. I think it's genuinely, like, all memes aside, I think it's a very beautiful story between a brother and sister who are very distant to each other, coming closer, forming a bond, and beginning to love each other. Not like that, but to love each other as brother and sister. Now, the second season, it becomes a lot different kind of a love, and it becomes also a harem, which I think the first season to me was like an 8.5 plus out of 10. The second season was like a 7 out of 10. It just became like a ecchi harem series. But they also watched the OVA. The OVA features them dating. Brother and sister dating. And I'm pretty sure they kiss. Like, come on. Like, we'll keep scrolling. We'll just keep scrolling. Of course, my dress-up darling. Marin Kitagawa is like Auntie's kryptonite. They cannot stay. They all fall for her. Okay? Every time I do an exposed type video or showing someone's a hypocrite, they always have lewds of Marin Kitagawa in their likes, who's 15, by the way. They literally can't resist her. She is like their crack cocaine. And you know what, for good reason. Marin Kitagawa is hot as shit. Okay, we all know this, if we're being honest. And the fact that aunties can't resist just shows you how it transcends all types of Twitter users, okay? But I'm hardly surprised by that. Evangelion, I mean, you have essentially Shinji getting groomed. But that's okay. Of course, we don't care about that. Lolly character, not surprised. Big respect. Urusei Yatsura, 195 episodes watched. A great older series that got a reboot recently. You know, big respect. I give respect. Like, the thing is, they have a very cultured taste. They're just a giant hypocrite, right? So, and then Yu Yu Hakusho. One after my own heart. That was, many people probably know this, but it was the first anime series I ever watched, and they prove how to make a tournament arc an amazing piece of entertainment. Like, My Hero Academia has done 30 of them, and they still haven't figured out how to do an entertaining tournament arc. But Yu Yu Hakusho has the best one of all time. And you guys know I'm a slice of life kind of person, so if I really liked it, it must be that great. Legendary series. If you haven't, it's like a rite of initiation. You have to watch Yu Yu Hakusho. Now, at the bottom, forget the pause, who cares? They're planning to watch. Look at their planned watch list. Bake Monogatari. Dan Machi, which this is debatable. Hestia, to me, I am one of the types that says she is a lolly. Okay? She is an opie lolly, but it's up for debate. I think she definitely fits the mold, but we'll cut him some slack here. But then you got Hana Monogatari. Let's see. Nagatoro Season 2. Hey, they're coming back for more. And then Jahisama. Lolly. It's a lolly anime. That goes without saying. And then Tagagi-san. Really? This is such a joke. It's actually unbelievable. Monogatari, the second season, which is actually the third season, but that's the watch list of Monogatari. Nan Biorai. Wow. Another lolly anime. Owari Monogatari. Nan Biorai repeats. They have the whole goddamn... They have 3 seasons and the OVA. Panty and Stocking. Of course, sexualized underage characters. Like, I'm getting... This is getting a little ridiculous. Toradora. Perfect example of, I think, an 18-year-old lolly character. Which they, of course, probably wouldn't consider it a lolly, but... That's it. And of course, Yojo Senkai. Great anime. One of the best opening themes of all time. Jingo Jango. But, okay. Is it Jingo Jango or Jingo Jungle? Whatever. You get the point. It's a banger. But yeah, we've gone through this whole list. I think this is funny because we're dealing with a situation where someone clearly is very knowledgeable of anime, and yet they call out lollies while they're watching some of the most favorite series of all time within the lolicon community. Like, I really just don't understand. I like to think that maybe we're in a scenario where someone is just, I don't know, maybe they're around the wrong people and they're trying to appease everyone, and maybe they're scared. I know some VTubers who are legitimately scared to stay silent on this issue, and they feel like they have to impress all of the other VTubers around them by grandstanding about this stuff, and no one cares when you get called a hypocrite. I have called countless VTubers hypocrites by showing that their likes contain lolicon, or they've watched lolicon, or their models are lolly, and so on and so forth, and nothing ever happens to them. They get laughed at by the fans. The fans don't want anything to do with them and the potential viewers, but their fellow VTubers don't even react, or they give them a pass or forgive them. They normally will tell people they need to die because they have lolicon or they're a lolicon, but then one of their friends will have lolicon in their likes, and they just give them a pass and say, hey, we all make mistakes. We didn't know the age of that character. We all make mistakes. Like, it's so ridiculous. So maybe that's what's going on here, because otherwise, none of this makes any sense. It's just a complete lack of self-awareness, but hopefully you guys got some good anime recommendations out of it. That is the one unique thing about this video, so I hope you all enjoyed. Subscribe for more daily videos. Haven't said that in a while, but it's pretty obvious that's what I do at this point. And yeah, hope you guys enjoyed. I'll see you next time.